Hello folks, welcome back. It's Crowned Gamer, back with another video, and today we are continuing more Final Fantasy XIV. We are nearing the end of Final Fantasy XIV. I can feel it, especially because I don't think we're going to be finishing it in this video, or the next, or maybe even the next. But I do know we are coming to the end because we are on level 44 MSQs, and I know that the story of Realm Reborn patch 2.0 ends at level 50 MSQ level. So we are nearing the end. I'm so excited to see where the story goes. So let's continue with Pyrmon's. Here we go. Footprints in the snow. Sir Pyrmont wants to share with you what he knows of the two fugitives. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Guardians who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Okay, my cat literally just jumped into the hamper. I hope my cat is comfortable in there. Okay then. My cat literally just jumped into the hamper, like it's a deep hamper. They're just at the bottom of it. Okay. Is that... Hold on. I'm seeing if that's Castrium area, if that's Castrium. Okay, it doesn't look like Castrium property, but over there it looks like Imperial area. Okay, we have these small footprints. Gosh, Valen, take your sweet time. Okay, and then we have the big footprint over here. The music just picked up. They're not that much bigger. Oh, it's just crystal over there, a red crystal. Holy cow, it's beautiful. Are we just gonna survey the footprints until we reach our destination? Because if that's the case, they need to hurry up the surveying speed. Like, ASAP. Smaller ones. Finally. There's Wedge. So cold. I want to go home. They're there. But please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. With all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Valen, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw, thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. I'm sorry. But Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? I found Wedge. Tracked down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? No sight of Biggs. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gave Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Yestola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare I hope, was that Master Garland you spoke with? It was indeed. Oh, after 5 long years. Oh, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better, Valen. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Okie dokie. I do not feel like fighting mud puppies right now. Sorry. If I level up any more than I already am, I'm freaking gonna be over leveled as flip. Here we go. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you hot broth. Thank you. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. Thank you. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Yeah, Valen has barely had any time to rest. Monumental Hope. Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Valen, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. A Rogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I will not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Look at all these freaking players riding their chocobos into the buildings. I'm considerate. I don't ride my chocobo. Actually, that's not true. I've ridden my chocobos into the buildings a few times. Let's erase that thought. Okie dokie. Ooh. It's bright in here. Oh, wow. It's giving Heidelin. Are you in here, Biggs? 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 Oh. Okay, you feel a chill run down your spine. Come on. Okay. Back to Wedge. Valen, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason. I suppose seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me, but where within the vast sea of snow and ice could he be? I don't know, but we'll just have to keep on looking. Wedge is determined to find Biggs. Spoiler, the picture literally just spoiled. We can't give up, Valen. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen. And hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Okay, I'll head up the tower. You know what Corsus has? A lot of freaking tall towers. A lot. Oh my gosh. Are we done? Look at that drop. Holy cow. Wait, hold on. What did he say? No iFriend. Okay. Is that it? Are we at the top? Hold on. I want to see the drop. Wow. Okay. What do you have to say, Ignace? Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Damnifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. I kind of want to climb the rest of this thing, stairs to see how high this goes. Guys. Guys, this is so deathly high. Would I die if I fell? Look how high this tower is. I'm the king of the world. Okay, I'm gonna get down here before I fall and break my neck. Just like he said, tread softly. Can I, like, make shortcuts, though? Like, what if I... Nope! Nope! My gosh, I thought I was a goner. I literally thought I was a goner, guys. Thank gosh. Thank goodness sakes I did not die. Okay. Goodness sakes, look at all the red here. It's beautiful. Oh, it's Yashtola. Anita. There's Biggs. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Valen, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Okay, time to fight the Imperials. What the heck? It's a Magitech. Like from Final Fantasy VI. Oh, this is epic. My gosh. Wait, the duty failed? Wait, I need to protect people. Wait, can I restart? Can I restart? I don't want to do... I can't restart? Okay. I did not want to do very easy. I wanted to do normal so I could improve. Okay. Whew, duty complete. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. Biggs is like, what? Sid's alive? Sid's here? Yes. Yes, he is. I need to stop doing very easy because I really want to improve. And if I keep doing very easy, I'll never improve my skills, letting actual moments be extremely difficult. Open up. I cannot thank you enough, Phelan, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just, I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Valen. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. There he is. Biggs, Wedge. God, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh? This is kind of very emotional. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a missing horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Aussians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. Well, I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold. Castrum Sentry. That's where we need to go. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Menphilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. I'm turning the music up. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks, and then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing, and in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Wow, Biggs and Wedge really outsmarted their captors. Huh, if I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Oh, what a nice reunion. Valen, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Menphilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! I'm so excited. Okay. Come into my castrum. Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Menphilia and the other scions. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've been kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordana. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Good thing I've already gone to, Mordana. Okay, let's see. The music is so good. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The Stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I've a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. Wait, we're gonna pull a Junon? Like when in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, we disguised ourselves as Shinra to get close to President Rufus? That's so exciting. For this, we'll need a few set of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. We get to wear Garlean Empire outfits. I'm excited. Heh, that's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Aeoldians would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glaumont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentries besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter Garlean activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Valen. Let's do this. I'm excited. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Limo. They're starting to have little character moments. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. Okay. Looking for Glaumont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Eh? You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry, and you need my help? Heh. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Okay. Getting even with Garlemald. Glaumont would like to aid in your mission to rescue the captured Scions. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry. What want for rescue? That Slaffborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the War Sons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity's right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left, called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. Okay, so hold on. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left, called the Tangle. So we're going from the east, and then we'll see, check to the left, Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the more, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. Southwestern. Okay. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the Stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, and Godspeed. This is gonna be probably one of my favorite missions from my MSQs. I'm excited. Okay. If we head to the cash room from the east... Okay. Okay. Whoopsies. No chocobo ride this time, guys. We are just gonna head there on foot. It just seems about right for this journey we are on right now. This is so pretty. Orange and blue go perfectly together. Cash room sentry. I cannot believe it. Oh, shoot. There you go. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm starting to see it. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe we're going in there. Okay. So, Tangle's to the left. So, okay, we're in the Tangle now. So if we head to the southeastern corner, or southwestern, it'd be down here. Fine, I'll fight you. I cannot activate. Come on. There we go. I'm just gonna wait for that to wear off. Okay, perfect. The Tangle's really pretty. Oh, there's the pipe. Okay, let's see if we can eavesdrop. Oh my gosh. What are these? Ew! They look disgusting. Ooh, this is gonna be my plan. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's hear what we can hear. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elysian gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. That's our Urianger. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Menphilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. They don't really tell us where. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. They didn't really tell me much. Back to Mordana. "'Tis good to see you again, Valen. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn?" "So Menphilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Okay, is that all we need to know?" "Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield," I thought we needed to know exactly where inside, but that's good. "While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him." "Good work, Valen. As Alphanode has already told you, we've plotted out of a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the Stronghold. Glaumont is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Menphilia and the others are counting on us, Valen. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary." Okie dokie. Wait, hold on. Why do I see two of them on here? Let's talk to Glaumont first. Acting the part. Glaumont wants you to practice the part of an Imperial trooper. Okay. What does Sid have? Drowning out the voices. Sid requires your assistance for his rescue preparation. While Glaumont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is likely to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Excuse me. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use the device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Acting the part. Glaumont wants you to practice the part of Imperial trooper. Clean the wax out your ears now, cause there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts, so get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry, and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Okie dokie. We're riding my chocobo this time. Oh, it's getting dark. We can see the lights from Castrum Sentry. Okay, let's use this electromagnetic reader. The air nearby bursts into sparks. Okay, let's try again. That's 1 down, 4 to go. Okay, that's 2 down, 3 to go. Okay, 4 down, 3 down, 2 to go. Can we go inside? No? Okay, for a minute I was like, can we? Oh boy. Come on. Okay. We have one more to do. There we are. My gosh, look at that place. It looks even creepier at dark. In the dark. My goodness. Are we just gonna go straight up to the castrium? My gosh, I hope I don't die. There we go. Okay, let's see how they do their salutes. Oh, that's simple. Just very sharp and to the point. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an ominous waiting that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Okie dokie. Look at Valen. You're an Imperial already. You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Valen. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You have learned the emote Imperial salute. Yay! New emote! Now I want to try it out. Let's see. Oh, it's like right here. Okay. Let's see what Sark Malark has to say. You're not related to Peter Malark, are you? Just joking. Okay. This is... Oh, we need this. We need this to be dressed like Imperials. Okay. Sark Malark wishes to help you acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. You are called Valen Emberfall, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glaumut. As a fellow adventurer and a son of Eorzea Bolf, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. That's morbid. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the soap boils. Okie dokie. To Castrum we will go, to Castrum we will go, to Castrum to get our bodies back. Or to get outfits from bodies. Why did I say to get our bodies back? That made more sense in my head. Do you get to change the color of your chocobo? Because why does my chocobo look very dull colored compared to the cutscenes? I want mine to be extremely yellow. I named him Pico after Rebirth. He has something to live up to. No. The Nyx will not be getting me. Who is following me? Oh, the Nyx. Okay. Time to get some outfits. I love how none of the others see me fighting and see this Imperial soldier getting absolutely murdered. I'm sorry. Okay, we've obtained a helm. Okay, obtained helm number 2. Okay, we got some uniforms. Okay, we have obtained all the helms we need. Now we need 2 more uniforms. Back to Mordana. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yup. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their preset condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eganolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowwena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need of utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Is this it? Very nice. The Rowwena's House of Splendors. So you're the venturer Sark Malark sent, are ye? I've been waiting for ye. Now let's see what you got for me. I see. Oh yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for ye. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Egelnoth back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the venturer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Egnolf will have your gear looking good as new. Is it done? Is it done? And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind ye, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will ye? Back to Sark Malark. I'm so excited to try this on, guys. So excited. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yup. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces, lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Okay guys, it's time. Body. We're gonna take that. Okay, how do I look? Do I need another? I need another look for the... Okay, I need another look. That just looks wrong. That doesn't look right either. Now that looks good. We need something for the feet. We need something more hidden. That is way too obvious. We need something smaller. What the heck? No. That's gonna have to work. Less obvious. Okay. We are now dressed. Wait, let's check. Let's get into group pose. I didn't know, like... My gosh. I think we're ready for action. Anyway. My gosh, why did I do that? Thank you for watching, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And I will see you in the next video as we get ready to go into the Imperial Stronghold. I'm guessing that will be in the next video. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.